GM takes a $1.6 billion hit scaling back its EV ambitions. Ford slashes Lightning prices to spark demand. A former New Jersey dealership employee is headed to prison for a $1.3 million scam. And South Korea pushes back on Hyundai's record U.S. investment. Good morning and welcome back to the Jumpstart on CBT News. It's Tuesday, October 14th. Here's today's top stories. GM is taking a $1.6 billion hit as it scales back EV production plans in the U.S. The automaker says weaker electric vehicle demand and loss of federal incentives have slowed adoption, prompting it to adjust capacity and cancel several supplier contracts. Ford is cutting prices on the 2026 F-150 Lightning by up to $4,000 to help sustain demand after the federal EV tax credit expired last month. The refreshed electric pickup now offers 290 miles of range on the new STX model and has reclaimed its title as America's best-selling electric truck for the third quarter. A former New Jersey dealership employee has been sentenced to 7 years in state prison in order to repay $1.3 million for a theft scheme. Martin D'Amato ran a fake billing operation at Pine Belt Nissan in Toms River, charging the store for advertising services that never existed. The South Korean government is voicing concern over Hyundai's $11.6 billion U.S. investment, calling it deeply regrettable and warning it could complicate ongoing trade negotiations with Washington. Despite this, Hyundai says the plan reinforces its goal to produce 80% of its U.S. vehicles domestically by 2030 and follows a recent raid at its Georgia battery facility. Next up, Tim Cox, co-founder of CarNow, and Micah Rowland, variable ops director at Mike Rezi Nissan, shares how dealers can prioritize performance over technology trends to drive long-term growth.
Looking to drive more profits to your fixed ops bottom lines? Check out our new show, Service Drive, exclusively on cbtnews.com.
So, Tim, we hear in the industry so much about AI. It's almost nauseating at this point in time. Everybody that has sat there and people that have zoomed in, we talk so much about it. There's some dealers that aren't even really sure of it at this point in time. As an old car guy, we want to sell cars. That's what we want to do. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's where the rubber meets the road. Everything else is kind of magic out there. Correct. But when that Mike Rezi calls and says how many and how much, that's what you got to answer to, right? Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about that, because we see so many vendors out there that come in, talk about their AI capabilities. I know you've got them as well, but what should dealers be focused on?
I think dealers need to be focused on the same thing they should be focused on for years, and that's their own, not my report, not another vendor's report, but their own source report in their CRM. Right. Is that vendor moving the needle? Is it selling more cars? I think, and there's a lot of great AI companies out there, incredible companies out there that are doing some great stuff. We're building on AI, in fact, have brand new products that are coming out now. But I truly believe, and one of the reasons that Micah is here is just to communicate. At the end of the day, I think AI right now is a lot like the EV market in the United States. If everyone just let EVs go and everybody drove an EV, we'd have a problem. Not to get political, power grids, charging stations, but everybody right now could drive a hybrid. Right. And use AI to immediately handle the customer, push them into a direction. Most dealerships don't have a lead problem, they have a lead process problem.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So therefore, getting them to the right person and then making that handoff to a human inside the dealership, the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's a wrap for today's show, but be sure to join me again here tomorrow morning to get the latest news happening in the automotive industry. In the meantime, you can catch up on full episodes of Inside Automotive, Driving Solutions, and The Executive Profile wherever you get your podcasts. And if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on your favorite social media platforms, and we'll bring the latest industry news right to your feed.